To battle, packmates, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates +1. I'm Commodore Tarek of the new heavy cruiser Burning Claws. We continue our campaign against the Hydran Star Kingdom, and we have been making steady, crushing progress, beating down on the enemy and slowly taking away their tiles bit by bit. Last time, we of course focused on their non-important tiles, just the random opening ones that were here and here, and we're going to keep trying to work our way south. We know our next target, the planet of 111 and the starbase of 211, but first, let's see if we can't grab the planet over here at 210, because if we manage to hold this, well then we should be able to actually use that as a primary base of operations to attack the next two, and sort of working our way down. It's one of the reasons why taking starbases is rarely, or like building starbases in this game, generally ain't worth it. The main point, of course, being that you can normally just take their planets. They're not that far apart from each other. Although there was a period, and if I ever get back to the stream campaign, and I really do want to get back to the streaming ISE campaign, but I'm currently not able to sit for long enough in order to do that. Just some minor problems going on with me. But I really want to get back to that. And one of the things we had initially thought for that campaign was we were going to have to build a starbase, but we ended up stealing a Federation starbase instead. It's ISE versus Federation. And again, do want to get back to it. I just need to get to a point where I can actually physically do it. And I'm really looking forward to it. Because I enjoy ISE. ISE is... I don't want to say they're not my favorite faction, but they have my favorite weapon system in the game. The plasmatic pulsar device, or disruptor, I forget which one, I think it's device, is just a hilarious amount of fun. It is so just stupidly cool to use. Ah, crap. I'm gonna have to waste this. Kick it on. Yeah. But it's more important to kill the fighters before they hurt me. Oh, were those your fighters? Not anymore. Not anymore, my friend. Oh, you're on the wrong side here. Spawned in front of me at reasonably close range, although to be honest, I wasn't expecting the ESG to be fully charged by the time I actually ran into him. Am I going to get in range? We're almost there. We need to get to 2.99. There it is. And open him up. 102 damage. He survived that. I'm impressed. You get a cookie because you survived. Okay, guys, I know that we haven't talked about this too much because you've actually been pretty good on it. Don't bomb the mothership. There's only two things that I really care about to make sure that you guys understand. One, come home when I tell you to. And two, don't bomb the mothership. If we can just understand this all together, we'll be fine. Trying to break a new suit of frigate pilots. Always an interesting thing as these guys just zip around in orbit about me. This is actually probably going to be a relatively simple mission to get done. Normally convoy raids we avoid them because they can turn out to be a little bit rough on us, but one, he's been... I was about to say he's been mauled, but he's traveling at 31. This man ain't mauled at all. He's ready to rock. So actually I'm going to see if they're going to listen to me and go kill him. Break him down. I got a hole in him, but apparently he's not done with this. He's like, let me back in there, coach. I got him. Sure, we'll let you in. Just get in here, and first one down. Easy freighter. So how have you all been doing? How has life been for the rest of you? For me, it's been interesting. Although one of the things that I've been doing to pass the time, partially because I can walk away from it during intervals, is I've been playing a lot of Mega Mech and Mech HQ. If you don't know what that is, it's classic BattleTech on a computer, and it is amazing. If you have watched anything with the BattleTech campaign that we run on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's the much more complicated version of that, like ridiculously much more complicated version of that. And one of the reasons I love it so much is because it has just so many options, because it basically has all of tabletop BattleTech on your computer and handles all of the math for you. It's amazing. And so I've been running a mercenary company for a couple of friends of mine, and I've just been having an absolute blast with it. We recently obtained a dropship, our first Overlord, and it has been an interesting thing because I'm half GMing role-playing this thing, and I've determined that now because they have their own dropship, they have to be responsible for their own security when they show up to contracts on certain planets. So the first contract they got was a relief operation, which means they have to come in and like support an invasion, and I decided that they got jumped by enemy fighters and they had to fight their way out of it. It was really cool. I'll probably talk about this more once I start re-recording BattleTech, like Harebrained Schemes BattleTech again. Simply because there's more crossover than there is with BattleTech and Star Trek. Although, systems-wise, there's actually... I wonder how much connection between actual classic BattleTech and Starfleet battles there is. They both run on hex maps. They both have very similar looking datasheets, at least to me, who has never played either of those. Well, I play BattleTech now, but I've never used one of the datasheets because the computer does everything for me. Yeah, we'll probably talk about that later once I start having to record BattleTech episodes again. I've got about another week of those, and then I'll have to start recording them again. And I have not had to record one of those for about a month. No, not a month, 2 months. I think the last one I recorded was June 21st. So there's been a couple of patches since I last played. Who are you? Oh, wow. I didn't even realize that we had our own little buddy. Alright, we've destroyed all the freighters. Excellent. Let's call you home. Little pseudo frigates, come on home. Let's get ourselves back into a Star Trek frame of mind. We're done talking about big stomping robots and more hardcore science fiction space battles. Disruptor didn't really do much, but if you keep this angle on, you are going to expose that to... Ooh, you're going to... Oh, you didn't cut through it. I thought for sure you were going to rip right through the shield with that Gatling phaser, but you did not. Come on, get on board. Turn back into me and we'll get you back on board. It'll all be great. Perfect. Wow, they didn't break through my shields at all. Yeah, that's about as perfect as convoy rate as you can possibly get. I mean, yeah, sure, there's better versions where you can just go and do it faster, but we didn't lose any shields, we didn't lose any fighters, we didn't use any consumables, and Empire Defense is down to 30. We were expecting that. We weren't actually expecting to take the planet on that one, although it would have been cool. More convoy rating. This ship actually seems to be pretty well balanced for that kind of mission, so long as we don't run into, like, dreadnoughts. Are we about to run into dreadnoughts? No, we're about to run into a light cruiser. But I didn't see the light cruiser at first, and I thought, wait a second, do they have fighters that can just deploy? Are warp-capable fighters a thing now? No. No, they're not. He is a light cruiser. He's a light cruise carrier. He's got 8 fighters on board, so that's definitely going to be us using our expanding sphere generator for a little bit of point defense systems. Yeah, we need to, of course, set that up to 2 to make sure... Give me both of them, please. To make sure that it actually takes care of all of them, because there's going to be a lot of them. And we'll probably also have to make use of our defensive systems. Let's come over here and immediately launch our pseudo frigates. We're going to set them to defend me so they stay inside the bubble. I don't want them too far out at this point. Do I have a friend? I don't think I do. No, you guys are my only friends. So sad. Alright, how much longer until this is ready? Almost. Come on. Come on, give it a little bit more. And now. Come on, turn on in time. This is going to be interesting. Oh, it nicely worked, and then there came the rest. Wonderful, so we have dealt with the enemy defenses. But now we have basically no power for anything else. Let's go forward shield reinforcement. And how am I doing here? We're in range to start engaging with phasers, so we may as well. Oh, blasting away with so much energy armament. Most of it missed. Yeah, he's looking to attack shift to 2. That would definitely be why. He's currently stopping us because we're not stopping him. Mainly because I need to charge up quite a bit of electronic countermeasure. Normally we would be hitting him with a ton of bricks. Those ton of bricks, of course, being the expanding sphere generator, but we needed it to deal with his fighter complement. And it did quite nicely, but now we have to sort of waste a little bit of time. Oh, I'm in Gatling phaser range. Hey, we opened him up. Excellent. Disruptor's not quite ready, but they will be shortly. Oh, but if you're going to come in that direction, I'm going to see... I like how well you placed that mine, both of them. I think it's very cool. I don't like how close it came to hitting me, but because it looked really cool, guys, I'm going to give you a pass on that one. Didn't mean to turn that one on. I'm too used to hitting the red alert key, when really I should be getting used to using 1, 2, 3, and 4, because that is a much more accurate setup. Are you just going to keep running? I think you are. I'm going to get some disruptor fire running through. As long as you keep running from me, I might as well do something with it. The disruptor is the perfect weapon for attacking someone who's running because it has really long range, as we found out 2, 3 episodes ago when we were checking the pamphlet of Justice to see exactly how much range that thing had with accuracy. Oh, come on! 0.53 away. Nice. Oh, and we kicked down the other one. So we're just going to have a constant barrage against him. At least we're now accelerating up to a speed where we can actually catch him, so he is going to get hit by the new version. You're not quite dead yet, but you're about to be. I could turn around and start dealing with other things, but I really want to just make sure you're dead first. Is that because I especially hit... Oh, well, now you're at 0 speed, so... Target the freighter. Hey, pseudo frigates. Yeah, go kill that. I've got him. Basically, he's one pass away from being dead. So if I can just wait a little while longer to get all of my weapon systems engaged, we should be able to knock him out in one turning pass. Don't you Gatling phaser him. He is not yours. You don't have any right to do that. Perfect. Okay. KO. Let's get on out of here. Well, head towards the rest of the fleet. We've dealt with the escort. There's no more defenders. Although this is a relatively well armored convoy, I suppose would be the way to put it. Okay, you're medium. You're not all... Yeah, you're a little bit better. You're not one of the giant freighters, are you? You, however, are definitely an armored freighter, and you, most certainly, armored freighter. Armored freighters, of course, being incredibly annoying to actually have to kill because they tend to be really, really tough. How am I doing? Phase capacitor, not all that great right now. I need more speed, I need more power, and unfortunately, that means no ESG for us. Let's just get on up to speed. Make it up towards the enemy, and once we start hitting them with a ton of bricks, then we can actually declare victory. Cruising on here at maximum speed, as well as maximum speed of time. We don't want to waste too much as we go along and do this. You do not have disruptors. You have quite a bit of phaser firepower, though. Let's see if I can take you out with just phasers alone. Nope. Disruptors? Yes. Alright, let's slow way the heck down, because now we're going to be coming in against you, my friend. And ESG capacitor is about 50%. It's not great. I would like more power for more damage, but I might be able to make it do something for me. So I'm going to do more, see if I can't get something out of this. I don't think we're going to have the phasers ready in time. If we do, it's going to be tight. Alright, ESG. Now's your time to shine. All the weapons? Oh, good, the phasers will be ready. Hi. You probably don't want this, but, here. That took him out. And armed priority transport. Didn't mean to turn this on. So we've still got an armed priority transport. Is it just the two? Yes, it is. And they got one. Alright, let's call our pseudo frigates home. I don't want them to accidentally kill themselves on the explosive effect of this exploding FSML. Freighter small. At least with any luck, we don't want them to blow themselves up. That would be bad. But we will cruise on in here. This should take him out in one pass. Are you guys going to get on board in time? Can you get on board with the ESG up? That's an interesting question. The answer is yes. Yes, they can. Destroyed. Another convoy down. So really, this mission is all about raiding the convoys, taking care of any sort of enemy supplies that's trying to move through, well, anywhere. We're doing a relatively good job of it. I'm quite proud of the ship. I think I mentioned that just earlier in this episode, that it's pretty good at convoy rating. 286 prestige, of course, being our reward. The supply lines have been cut. Let's pop back up over here and continue the assault. A shipyard assault or a surprise reverse. Guess what we're doing? Surprise reverse pays out really, really well. Like, stupidly well. And it's also really, really easy. And apparently we're fighting a Federation convoy. Let's just quickly check. We have no friends in this galaxy. However, we are fighting a frigate, a battle frigate, another frigate, and a destroyer. So obviously the destroyer is our primary target. Let's find out exactly what kind of destroyer. You are a DDLX. So this is a destroyer later. He's going to be equipped, I believe, 2 photon torpedoes and 2 plasma torpedoes? Or is he just plasma torpedoes? I know he's all Federation, well, not all Federation ladies, but you also have plasma torpedoes, I think. The battle frigate? You do not, because you're a Coast Guard cutter. You're also a Coast Guard cutter. You're a police ship in general. So yeah, so I believe both these ships should have plasma torpedoes, but they're not going to activate in time. There shall be no mercy. No survival. Oh, we are so gosh darn slow. Let's kick these up. They're going to get there before we do. This is one of the few cases where our ship just is not capable of zipping in at maximum power to get in among the enemy. So we launch our pseudo frigates early, we have them rush in. Also, the acceleration on this tub is so slow. This ship is a very interesting mixed bag. It is definitely, I would kind of say it feels like it's one of the first of the new designs, because it makes use of old tech and also combines it with new tech. And it combined it really well. Mainly the shield systems are fantastic. I love them. But it does have some pretty significant problems. And one of them is, in order to carry these pseudo frigates into battle, in order to handle all the mech links, they gotta carry this giant box. I think I complain about this box a lot, but you know what? I think it's worth complaining about. Eventually we will get a better one. We will get a ship that is much more streamlined to handle these sorts of ships. But until that happens, we haul around this giant box. Oh wow. So it is 2 plasma torpedoes and 2 photon torpedoes. I wonder what sort of power problems you have. I can't imagine you don't have power problems. That would just be absurd. Of course you have power issues. Do I fire all energy? Except, I think I do. We just make sure. The 570 idle? Who calls a ship the idle? Not idol, I-D-O-L, but I-D-L-E. It seems like such a sad name for a starship. I wouldn't even name a freighter that. That's mean. 80 damage is what we can expect to be able to deal with that. Are you guys about to get involved and, like, kill him? That'd be cool. Whenever you want, though. Don't feel pressured on my account. 2 G-type plasma torpedoes. I thought they were Fs, but nah. Yeah, I suppose the X upgrade would improve them to Gs. Extended range plasma torpedoes. Of course, there is a bit of a trade-off. The F-type plasma torpedo, which is the smallest plasma torpedo, you don't actually have to spend power to hold that, whereas G-type plasma torpedoes you do. The advantage, of course, you get with G-type plasma torpedoes is much better range. Fantastically better range, and in fact, as soon as I'm finished setting up an attack run here, I'll look it up, because the Pamphlet of Justice is right there by my right hand, as it always should. So quickly, tell these guys, go, kill this enemy. Okay, Pamphlet of Justice. Let's see, is it on the first fold? I think it is. No, that's phasers. Plasma G table will deal 20 damage out to a range of 10, whereas the F will only do it out to 5. So, that's pretty big. Basically doubles the range of the 20 damage bracket, which is not terrible. Although I can see the argument for preferring the F-type plasma torpedo instead. Let's set up hardpoint 4. I don't feel like using ESGs right now. They're mainly charging at the moment. Just a couple of phasers and a missile launcher. But who cares about missile launchers? We're Lyrans. We're designed to fight the Marak, and you brought missiles? Although, you know, for a race that is apparently designed to fight missile people, we really don't have a whole heck of a lot of missile defenses. Yeah, we have the ESG, but I would have expected anti-missile defense systems just to be a stock on most of our vessels, and they're just simply not. Alright, coming in towards the last one. Well, not the last one. He's the last one. Oh, the Joseph. What are you? You're a FF... Oh, so the FF... okay. So when I read this, I was thinking like the Federation flagship, like the one we just blew up. But no, this is a frigate leader with the R-type refit, which should be a Phaser 3 refit, if I'm not mistaken. Slow way down, slow way down. We don't want to pass him. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, I assume there's got to be a... No, maybe not. Could it be a power refit or a shield refit? Normally when I see an R refit on a Federation ship, they normally add a Phaser 3 embankment and back for some rear firing point defense. But this is the stock profile for Federation frigate. 2 Phaser 3s, 3 Phaser 1s, and then a heavy weapon of some description. Well, 2 heavy weapons. And an anti-missile defense system. Maybe that was it. Alrighty, so the surprise has indeed been reversed for 300 prestige and no tile. Wasn't expecting it, but we had minor hope. I think we won't go home until next episode. The reason why we're not going to go home until next episode is because we'll have cash. Lots and lots of cash. Should be enough to get ourselves a dreadnought that we're desperately wanting. We're in a chase position. I'm not happy about that. It's never as fun to be in chase position, especially not as Lyrans, mainly because, again, expanding sphere generator requires lots of power. Gigantic box requires lots of power. So we have to slowly make our way towards the enemy. Although at least by that point we'll be fully engaged and ready to rock with our expanding sphere generator. Which I'm hoping that he's not a fighter carrier. Please make him something small. Otherwise I'm going to have to dance around him and that'll just be... I don't want to say annoying, but it'll be interesting. Alright, give me as much power as you can spare as soon as you can spare it. Spare not the horses, please. How much energy? We're slowly charging it up. So trying to balance having all the power in the world. 10 is the maximum speed we're currently going at, and we are currently as fast as we're going to go. Give more. Come on, ESG, fully charged. I don't want to be going slow for much longer. And that's fully charged. Sap from all of that excess power. Also get the forward shield to a 0.5 points of reinforcement because I can't add 0.5 points of speed for reasons. And we'll tell it as soon as you get free power, you're going to sap into the electronic countermeasure. It's a heavy cruiser. It's a carrier. Ooh, boy. This little descriptor right here tells me carrier. Slow. Probe. Let's see what kind of carrier we're dealing with. we can see the class from here. It's an OS. The Hurdle. Okay, so what does an OS do? That'll be the interesting question. I'm gonna guess 4 Hellbores. That's my guess, that's my plan. 4 Hellbores and 3 fusion cannons. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna launch... No, it's gotta be undefend me. Because if I launch them on assault, he'll turn to go after them. And that'll cost me 160 something prestige when I have to replace them. Are you... Okay, good, you're part of the convoy. You should be launching your fighters at any moment. And yeah, there they go. There are 4 of them. That's not a terrible number. Alright, time to slow down. Time to get ready for combat speed. Combat speedo. And we'll set ourselves up with that. And we're going to hit them with a pretty hard energy armament, because I think I can take care of 4 of them. That's my plan. Because I really, really don't want to give this up. Oh, that's much more than 4. That's multiple groups. Oh crap, wrong button. This is gonna suck. Bubble up. Bubbled. Okay, so we lost a bit of a shield. Bubbled him pretty hard. And I don't know if he got home or not. Dump a mine, pull away. We need to build some distance. Oh boy. You slowed down pretty considerably. That's interesting. Although, at this point, it's time for you guys to go. Attack, attack. Get out of here. I'll handle him. He says as he has 2 open shields and must eventually turn through that direction to fight him. Okay. Dump a mine. We're just gonna build some distance on him. Ow! That hurt. Traveling directly away from is indeed a losing proposition. What else can I do? Not a whole lot, actually. That's all I've got. Oh, it's too big. Whoops. What? Don't... Red alert. Open them up a bit more. There's really not much I have access to at this moment. I do need to get around to his stern to start doing something to him. But that's going to take a little while. Stop reversing my turns when I tell you to go certain directions. It's very important that we actually do this properly. Because at this point, he's got us in a really nasty position. I need to slow down, get a little bit of energy back, be able to charge up some things. But that's going to take a lot of time. And time is not something we have a whole lot of. Especially not with 4 Hellbores. Dear goodness. Whoever thought that was a good idea. But as long as my pseudo frigates can get in there and really start doing some havoc over back there, I should be good. And I do want to kick on the ESGs as soon as they're ready. We're going to keep them set to long range. I think that's kind of the need. Because as long as they're set to long range, I don't have to worry too much about positioning. Okay, that's an opening. That's 77 damage of an opening. Holy crap. And just underneath. Keep blasting away. Stay under the speed. We've got one of the freighters. Good. So as long as we stay under a speed of 4, we're perfectly happy. We're perfectly fine. We're really mauling his stern. That's really good. Let's make sure we keep on engine repairs. That's critically important. This is more important. I need the electronic countermeasures to be effective. I don't care if the ESGs don't charge. We need to have power being zapped into the energy, like the directed energy weapons, but the ESG can be ignored. That's very important. Because as long as we keep him in front of us, we're good. 12. ESG's not quite ready. How are you guys handling things? Oh, ow. Hi. I don't have a weapon system. Well, not really. More phasers to return fire. Is that another ESG about to come on? Yes, it is. We've got him. Excellent. Oh! Whoops. I didn't realize we were going to do that much damage to ourselves. Oh, I thought we were in better condition than that, but apparently not. We have blown ourselves to smithereens, which is not great. Gonna not lie. That was accidental. Yeah, that was a little bit accidental. I really didn't realize that we were that low on capability. I didn't realize how much damage that last that last blast must have done to us. Well, I know what I want to buy. Supply. That was 5,500, was it? So, buy this puts us at 41. Sell this puts us at... Ooh, that math. I'm going to regret this hugely, aren't I? No, I'm not. I'm not at all. Well, so we had to come home at some point, and yeah, we've managed to pick up our replacement vessel. Everybody say hello to the Scimitar. Not at all related to Star Trek Nemesis. So I'm going to look at this as a blessing in disguise. Holy crap, I'm actually really happy about that. So, our last ship has served us quite well. It did a very good job of doing a lot of damage to a lot of things. However, the time has come to upgrade to bigger and better things. We have put ourselves in the X era, and now we're in an X era ship. We have taken ourselves away from having to rely on mass disruptor and ESG fire, and are now including our first Mauler. So, pretty similar shields, actually. And, oh wow, battery of 60. That means this weapon, we'll explain it in the next episode, but we have upgraded significantly. So that's actually going to do it for today's episode. A little bit of a setback, but I think we took a bounding leap forward in terms of capability. Anyway, I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see a notification every time I post one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment. I will see you all in the next episode.